Hi students, I hope you understood what we have discussed in the previous session, that is about understanding quadrilaterals, and in that we have discussed about how to find out the exterior angle of a quadrilateral, some of the exterior angles of any polygon and some of interior angles of any polygon, maybe a regular or irregular, by using the formulas we have discussed, and types of quadrilateral. So in the previous class we have discussed about the trapezium as well as kite. So trapezium opposite sides are one pair of opposite sides. One pair of opposite sides are parallel. One pair of opposite sides. Now we are going to discuss about the types of quadrilaterals. In that, a parallelogram. Parallelogram is a quadrilateral whose opposite sides are parallel. Whose opposite sides are parallel. So it is also a quadrilateral. It is also a quadrilateral, but whose opposite sides are parallel. You see, ABCD is a quadrilateral. ABCD is a quadrilateral. So in that, in ABCD, AB parallel to DC. Side AB is parallel to side DC. Observe it. The arrow mark represents that they are parallel. The arrow mark represents that they are parallel. So AB parallel to DC. AB parallel to DC. Then another pair, AD parallel to BC. The side AD is parallel to BC. Side AD is parallel to BC. If you have any figure like this, a quadrilateral in which opposite sides are parallel, then it is called a parallelogram. A quadrilateral in which opposite sides are parallel, then it is a parallelogram. This is a parallelogram. Now we are going to discuss about the properties of parallelogram. So in that, properties of parallelogram, opposite sides are, first one, opposite sides of a parallelogram are of equal length. Opposite sides of parallelogram are of equal length. What is the meaning of that? Opposite sides AB and DC, they are equal in even length. They are parallel. That is based on that parallels, then only we are saying it is a parallelogram. Now we are proving that the property is AB is parallel to DC is given. AB is equal to DC and AD is equal to BC. So special property of the parallelogram is opposite sides are equal in length. Opposite sides of a parallelogram are of equal length. How it is? In class 7th, we have discussed about the criterias, congruence criterias. What are those? Congruence criterias. What criterias? SSS, SAS, RHS. These are the congruence criterias. We have discussed the properties of triangles. So in that, based on, by using that congruence criteria, now we are going to discuss, we are going to say that opposite sides of parallelogram are of equal length. Now you see, given figure. So, given, what is given? These are all we are proving like a statement, like this is a statement given ABCD is a parallelogram. ABCD is a parallelogram. Now what we have to prove? Required to prove RTP, not Rural Technology Park. It is the required to prove or to be proved, we can say. Required to prove, we have to prove that AB length is equals to DC and AD is equals to BC. AD is equals to BC. That we have to prove. So side AB is equals to side DC and side AD is equals to side BC, we have to prove. Next, so given required to prove. For that, construction. Construction means to prove that we are going to join diagonal BD. Join diagonal BD. So join BD. What is this? Diagonal. Now proof. Observe it carefully. Now diagonal is dividing the parallelogram into two triangles. Diagonal is dividing the parallelogram into two triangles. So consider triangle ABD ABD and triangle CDB. CDB. Triangle ABD and CDB. Observe it. ABD and CDB. These are two triangles which we are considering. So now angle ABD is equals to angle CDB. Do you agree? Here I will write as 1 and angle 2. I will write as 2. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2. What is the reason? Here I will write as 3 and here I will write as 4. Observe it. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2. So why they are equal? Yes. So these are the, yes, correct. Your alternate interior angles. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Simply you can write even ABD is equals to CDB. That is also correct. Or that is 3-letter word. Or singly if you want to represent angle 1 is equal to angle 2. That is the reason. What is the reason? Alternate interior angles are equal. How they are alternate interior angles? AB is parallel to DC. AB is parallel to DC and BD is the transversal line. BD is the transversal line. So, angle ABD is equal to angle CDB. This is angle alternate interior angles. Which lines are parallel? That also you write. Alternate interior angles are equal. Why they are alternate? Because AB parallel to DC and BD is transversal. BD is transversal. Next. Now side BD is equal to BD. This is the side common for both the triangles. Observe it. Side ABD triangle and CDB triangle side is BD common in both. Next. Now angle 4 is equal to, observe it. Angle 4 is equal to angle 3. Angle 4 is equal to angle 3. So that is angle 4 is what? Angle BDA. Observe it. Angle BDA is equals to angle DBC. That is DBC. Or you can write CBD. CBD is equals to ADB. That way also you can represent. So angle ADB, this is ADB. This way also you can represent. Okay, or this way also, like this. Observe it. ADB, angle ADB is equals to angle CBD. Angle CBD. This is the angle. Reason, same reason, alternate interior angles. Alternate interior. And now which lines are parallel here? Which lines we are considering here? Same. Observe it. These two. If you consider these two, AD is parallel to BC. AD is parallel to BC, and this is the transversal. Which is the transversal? DB is the transversal. These are observe it. AD parallel to BC. So AD parallel to BC and DB is transversal. Here why this side is equal? Common side. Common. So now which criteria? ASA criteria. The two triangles are ASA criteria. The two triangles are congruent. Here I am writing for that. Okay, so now triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ABD is congruent to triangle CDB by ASA criteria. ASA criteria. As we learned, once the triangles are congruent, their corresponding parts are equal. By CPCT, we learned in class 7. If the corresponding parts, if the triangles are congruent, then their corresponding parts are equal. Here, so therefore AD is equals to BC. AD is equal to BC and AD is equal to BC and one more side AD is equal to BC and AB is equals to DC. This is by CPCT. What is CPCT? Corresponding parts of congruent triangles. What is that? Corresponding parts of congruent triangles. What is that? Corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Is it clear? Corresponding parts of congruent triangles. I hope you understood. In a parallelogram, opposite sides of a parallelogram are of equal length, or simply you can say, in a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal in length. But actually, how do you define parallelogram? Parallelogram is a quadrilateral in which whose pair of opposite sides are parallel. This pair is parallel and these two pair is parallel. Arrow mark represents that they are parallel. Now you can say that opposite sides of parallelogram are equal means, look at this, A, B, C, D. This side is equal to this and these two sides are equal. So this is symbol represents equal. AD is equal to BC and AB is equal to DC. So opposite sides of parallelogram are equal in length. Is it clear? This is the property of parallelogram. Now you see the second property, the opposite angles of a parallelogram are of equal measure. The parallelogram opposite angles are equal. Opposite angles will be equal in parallelogram. How it is? Just now we proved opposite sides are equal. So AB is equals to DC and AD is equal to BC. So if you join the diagonal, that is BD is the diagonal. Now you see, this we are going to prove in another way, that is by using another criteria SSS. As we know now, opposite sides are equal. So this side is equal to, side AB is equal to side DC and AD is equal to BC. This is given. Now consider, same again, consider triangle ABD and triangle BDC, CDB. In that, observe it, AB is equals to DC, that is side. AB is equals to DC. These are the sides. Because just now we proved opposite sides of parallelogram are equal. Opposite sides of parallelogram are equal. Next, BD is the common side, so BD is equals to BD. This is also side common. Next, one more pair, that is AD is equals to BC, so AD is equals to BC. This is another side. You observe it, three sides we have. AB is equals to DC and ABD is equals to BD common side, AD is equals to BC. SSS criteria, the two triangles are congruent. Here reason this is opposite sides of parallelogram. Opposite sides of parallelogram. This symbol is what? Double line parallel. Parallelogram simply you can write as parallel like this, parallelogram. Now in this, so by SSS criteria the triangles are, by SSS criteria the triangles are, SSS criteria the triangles are congruent. So triangle ABD, triangle ABD is congruent to triangle CDB. Triangle ABD is congruent to triangle CDB by SSS, side congruency criteria. Once the triangles are congruent, their corresponding parts are equal. So angle A is equal to angle C. Angle A is equal to angle C. Observe it. And angle A is equal to angle C. Opposite sides of parallelogram A is equal to C. Now B and D will be equal. Why? Angle 1 is equal to angle 2. 3 is equal to 4. So 1 plus 3 is equal to 2 plus 4. So similarly you can say angle B is equal to angle D. Or by using ASA criteria which we proved, sides are equal. From that also we can prove that opposite angles are equal. So A is equal to C, B is equal to D. Why B is equal to D? Angle 1 plus angle 3 together will be equal to angle 2 plus angle 4. So B is equal to D. Therefore, opposite angles of a parallelogram are of equal length. Opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal in measure. Sorry, not in length. Equal in measure. Opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal in measures. So first property is opposite sides of parallelogram are equal. Second property is opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. Opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. Okay. Now the third property is the adjacent angles of a parallelogram are supplementary. Adjacent angles of a parallelogram. Adjacent means side by side angles. So these are called adjacent angles. AB is parallel to DC and AD is parallel to BC. So angle A is adjacent to angle B and angle B is adjacent to angle C. Observe it. Angle B is adjacent to angle C and angle D is adjacent to angle C. Angle D is even adjacent to A. As we know, look at this. Opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. Opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. Angle A is equal to angle C. Angle A is equal to angle C. Angle B is equal to angle D. These two are equal. Now one more criteria we have. That is, what is the criteria? Parallelogram. In class 7th we learned lines and angles chapter. If two lines are parallel, angles on the same side of the transversal are supplementary, co-interior angles. What do you call? Co-interior angles. Angles on the same side of the transversal are supplementary. Angles on the same side of the transversal. Suppose if you take DA parallel to BC, then AB is the transversal. A plus B is equal to 180 degrees. So, angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degrees. The reason AD, DA, angles on the same side of the transversal. Angles on the same side of transversal. Interior angles. You see, these are the two lines parallel. Which two lines are parallel? DA parallel to CB and which is the transversal? DA parallel to CB and AB is transversal. AB is transversal. So similarly you can write now B plus C, angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degrees. Angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degrees. How? Angle B plus angle C is equal to 180. Now which lines are parallel? AB is parallel to. Now you see, same side, same reason, angles on the same side of the transversal. That is AB parallel to DC, AB parallel to DC and BC is transversal. Transversal. Observe it. Similarly, so angle C plus angle D is equal to 180 degrees. Angle C plus angle D is equal to 180 degrees. C plus D is equal to 180 degrees. Or you know, A is equals to C. That you can apply another reason. And B plus C is equal to 180. Now you see, angle C plus angle D is equal to 180 degrees. But in property 2, what we proved? Angle A is equal to angle C. Angle A is equal to angle C. So in place of C plus D, if you write angle C is equal to A, then A plus D also will be equal. Okay, so C plus D is equal to 180. Now the reason is C plus D is equal to 180. Again, DA parallel to CB, DA parallel to CB, DA parallel to CB, and CD is transversal. CD is the transversal. This is one property. Or we just now proved A plus B is equal to 180. Now you see, to prove the third one, C plus D is equal to 180. Now you see, I'll prove in another way. Angle C plus angle D is equal to 180 degrees, but angle C is equal to angle A. In place of C, I am writing angle A plus angle D is equal to 180. Why? Second property is what? Angle A is equals to angle C. Opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. So in place of C, if I write A plus D is equal to 180 degrees. So adjacent angles of a parallelogram are supplementary. They add up to 180 degrees. Because they are co-interior angles. Angles on the same side of the transversal. Right. Now you see the property 4. Diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other at a point of intersection. They bisect each other at a point of intersection. What is the meaning? Where the diagonals are meeting, that point, intersection point, divides the diagonal into two equal parts. Means you have to prove that AO is equal to CO and BO is equals to DO. AO is equal to CO. And bisecting means dividing into two equal parts. Bisecting means dividing into two equal parts. So dividing into two equal parts. So first given ABCD is a parallelogram. So ABCD is parallelogram. Diagonal AC and BD intersect each other at O. So we have to prove that, required to prove, that is AO length is equal to CO length, AO is equal to CO, that is one, and BO is equals to DO. You have to prove that AO length, A2O and C2O length is equal, and BO length and DO length is equal. That is point where they are meeting, that point divides the diagonal into two equal parts. Next, proof. Observe it, proof. Consider triangle AOB and COD. Consider triangle AOB and triangle AOB and COD. Observe it. In that, angle 3 is equal to angle 4. One is angle 3 is equal to angle 4. What is angle 3? Why angle 3 is equal to angle 4? Because the line AB is parallel to DC. They are alternate interior angles. So 3 is equal to 4. Alternate. alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles. 3 is equal to 4. Then AB is equal to DC. So side AB is equals to DC. This is side. Because opposite sides of parallelogram are equal. They are opposite sides of parallelogram. Next, angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Observe it. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2. They are also alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles. Look at this. Alternate interior angles. So the criteria ASA criteria, triangle AOB is congruent to triangle COD by which criteria? By the criteria by ASA. Once the triangles are congruent, their corresponding parts are equal. That is AO is equals to CO and DO is equals to AO is equals to CO and BO is equals to DO. This is by CPCT. What is the full form of CPCT? Corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Corresponding parts of congruent triangles. This is diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other at a point of intersection where they are meeting. That point divides the diagonal into two equal parts. So these are the four properties. What we have discussed today? We have discussed about what is a parallelogram. A quadrilateral in which opposite sides are pairs of opposite sides. Opposite sides are parallel. Then it is a parallelogram. Property 1. Opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. Property 2. Opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. Property 3. Adjacent angles of a parallelogram are supplementary. Supplementary means what? Which add up to 180 degrees. Fourth property is diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other at a point of intersection. This is about the parallelogram. Properties of parallelogram. I hope you understood properties of parallelograms. Is it clear, children? Let us discuss about the questions or problems based on these properties in the next class. Is it clear? Thank you.